Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I am recording this video to explicitly express my position on Palestine Israel issue. I am Ubaidullah, a teacher in management sciences. Let's continue. First of all, I would like to quote Dr. Muhammad Iqbal, one of the founding fathers of my country, Pakistan. Dr. Muhammad Iqbal says, and it is actually Urdu, अपने भी खफा मुझसे हैं बेगाने बिना खुश मैं ज़हर हलाहल को कभी कह न सका कंद. Friends are angry with me. Even strangers are unhappy. I could never say poison is sugar. I could never say poison is sugar. So that's why friends are angry with me and strangers are unhappy. Before stating my actual position, I would like to express myself that I am a student of science and I believe in level playing field for everyone. Please note that I am a student of business and let me expressly state that we mean business. We need unbiased, competitive and cost-effective solution to human problems. Entire humanity need unbiased, competitive and cost-effective solution to human problems. As long as a level playing field is provided to everyone, it is immaterial where the solution came from. It may be a school, a college, university, a business enterprise, a research lab, a masjid, a church, a mandir, a synagogue, a temple, etc., etc. As long as level playing field is there, a level playing field is there for everyone, and the solutions generated are not inclined to some particular people, they are acceptable to me. Let me quote an example. A person, whether or not educated, this is what I believe. A person, whether or not educated, having solution to our problem should be awarded and respected to the extent of his or her contribution. And it can be any person. It can be a person or a person-in-law. Whether or not educated, from this I mean that I am not much interested in formal education. As far as a person has solution, to me he is educated, irrespective of fact, whether he has or he do not have any formal degree. To me, important thing is an unbiased and competitive, cost-effective solution to our problem. And let me quote an example. We respect Mr. Leeuwenhoek, Anthony Philip von Leeuwenhoek. Why we respect him? Although he was otherwise illiterate, but he is considered as the father of microbiology because he invented microscope. And today he is considered as the father of microbiology. I am least concerned whether Leeuwenhoek was a Christian, he was a Jew, a Hindu, or Muslim, or anyone else. To me, the solution is important. And the solution he provided us, the microscope. Microscope is a true example of level playing field. For example, a blood specimen, microscope don't differentiate in the blood whether the blood specimen belongs to a Christian, a Hindu, a Jew, or a Muslim. It simply finds any microbes, any problems, any germs that may cause problems to our health. It simply identifies them. So, any such solution, whether in the field of biology, physics, chemistry, or social sciences, anywhere, as long as these solutions are unbiased, competitive, and cost effective, they are acceptable to me. And I think it should be it should be clear that I'm fair enough in my dealing. Let's move forward. To me, existing world civilization is immoral. This is what I claim. Briefly, I will defend my case with some more detail, but briefly, it failed to provide a level playing field to everyone. And to me, a level playing field for everyone is important. The existing world civilization is immoral because it failed to provide a level playing field to everyone. It unfairly favors some super rich at the expense of all other members of human society. I repeat, it unfairly favors some super rich at the expense of all other members of human society. Let me provide you some more evidence. Let me prove my case. And you can prove me wrong if you can. I am open to criticism. You can prove me wrong if you can. I need a moral, not legal answer to the following question. I repeat, I need a moral, not legal answer to the following question. And the question is, who should be the first owner of money or credit created just now, and why? Who should be the first owner of money or credit created just now, and why? As you know, money is the center of all human activities. A teacher teaches for money. A dancer performs on stage just to earn some money. So all human activities revolve around money, or its new form, credit, what we call credit. But it is also, as you know, it's also money. My question is, who should be the first owner of new money, newly created money? This question is not about money obtained after serving someone in society. This question is about money created just now, without reciprocating by providing goods or services to someone in society. My question is about money created just now. Who should be the first owner of money? And I'd like to ask this question from bankers, from economists, from finance specialists, from educationalists, social scientists, politicians, media personnel, judges, lawyers, political parties around the world. Please listen. This question is not concerned Pakistan or Saudi Arabia or some Muslim countries. This question is concerned every human being living on globe, living on earth. And I'm asking this question from bankers, from economists, from finance specialists, from educationalists, from social scientists, from politicians, from media personnel, from judges, from lawyers, from political parties, all of them, including those religious, the so-called religious political parties, from all of them. Please note, I am a student of finance, I am a student of management sciences. I know entire money is fiat in nature. Today, entire money is fiat in nature. That is money because of the fiat of government. Fiat means the order of government. Today, money is not backed by gold or silver or any such thing. Secondly, I know government is not the first owner. Please note, I am well aware that government is not the first owner. Now, the question may be more clearer to you. Why? Now, my question, let me elaborate a bit more. Why money creation out of nothing, as economists call it, money creation out of nothing? Why money creation out of nothing by banking system is not counterfeiting? Why money creation out of nothing by banking system is not counterfeiting? I am a person, I am a teacher, I work to earn some earn for me some money, my salary. I work for profit. A banking system also work for profit. Both of us are persons. In terms of law, both of us are person. Banking system is a person in law. I am a real person, but both of us are person. Why money creation out of nothing is allowed to banks, and it is not called counterfeiting? But if I print money at my home using some printer and computers, it is called counterfeiting. Why? That is why I call the existing civilization as immoral. That is why I call the existing civilization as immoral, because it favors some ultra rich but actually counterfeiters, but actually criminals, member of Jewish community. Let me expressly say that I do not blame entire Jewish community. Let me specifically state that I'm blaming the owners of banking institution around the world, and they are primarily Jewish. I call the existing civilization as immoral because it favors some ultra rich but actually counterfeiter members of Jewish community. We consider this act of money creation out of nothing as the worst form of terrorism being practiced since centuries. We consider this act of money creation out of nothing without reciprocating to society, to human society, as the worst form of terrorism being practiced since centuries. In fact, this practice is much older than the Palestinian problem in Gaza and the Arab and Israel war. This problem is much older than it. I am not satisfied why owners of some banking institutions are allowed to do such practices. Palestinians are helping me in my fight against this worldwide terrorism by deception. To me, this act of creating money out of nothing is the worst Ponzi scheme. It is a Ponzi scheme. It is a cheating being conducted since centuries. They are cheating the humanity. It is the worst form of terrorism by deception. Palestinians are helping me in my fight against this worldwide terrorism by deception. Now you understand why some strangers may not be happy with me. So I don't care. I'm a teacher, and it's my responsibility to it is my responsibility as the founding father of my country, Dr. Iqbal, said it, put it, that friends are angry with me, even strangers are unhappy, because I could never say poison is sugar. I'm a teacher, and sorry, but I cannot call poison. I cannot tell my students that poison is sugar. Sorry. So, that is why some strangers are not happy with me. Let's move on. On the other hand, some of my Pakistani friends are also not happy with me. Some of my Pakistani friends, they are Muslims, but they are not happy with me. They actually want Pakistani government and army to take immediate action against Israel, no matter whatever be the cost. They mostly blame army. In Pakistan, it happens. They mostly blame army for not taking action. To them, Pakistan is everyone know Pakistan has a strong army and is a nuclear state. To them, Pakistan should actually take steps against Israel in favor of Palestine. So these friends of mine, they mostly blame army for not taking action, but they forget their own role in jihad. From jihad, I mean the holy war against evil. Everyone knows who is aware of Muslim culture. In our culture, jihad means the holy war against evil. Jihad is actually a two-step process. Number one, defending the theoretical borders of a community. And number two, defending the geographical border of a community. My friends are trying to jump to step two. My friends are trying to jump to step two without taking pain of working on step one. And I'm against this jumping to conclusion. My friends are trying to jump to step two without taking pain of working on step one. Let's have some details on this. Step one, what we mean by step one? As I told you, step one is the defending the theoretical borders of a community. How a community defend its theoretical border? This involves research work to analyze existing world situation and concludes when a just narrative, a vision, mission, goals, objective, as anyone who has studied some strategic management, to him these things are very much clear. So this involves some research work to analyze existing world situation and concludes when a just narrative, along with products and services, are developed, thought, and marketed in a manner that it can attract masses towards itself and can effectively defeat all prevailing evil narratives against a community. And it involves research work. Clearly, this is not the job of army. Rather, it is the job of our schools, colleges, universities, bureaucracy, media, masjid, madrasa, that is the religious schools, politicians, lawyers, judiciary. It is job of them. Unfortunately, as every Pakistani is aware, and still becoming much more aware since we got Imran Khan, Mr. Imran Khan is our Prime Minister. Unfortunately, these institutions are not properly doing their job. Army, being less educated, constitute an easy target to put blame on. But army, being less educated, constitute an easy target to shift blame on. And this is what my friends are doing. My civilian friends, not army friends, my civilian friends in Pakistan, they blame army for everything wrong done in this country. Sorry, but we cannot blame army for everything wrong in this country. Justice Wajihuddin, one of the former judge in Shariat Appellate Bench in Supreme Court of Pakistan, while quoting Hegel, a German philosopher, put it in this way: Islam has long since disappeared from the stage of history and retreated to Oriental ease and repose. Justice Wajihuddin is saying this: Islam actually, Muslims have long since disappeared from the stage of history. What it means? Muslim has stopped performing their role in history. They have stopped providing solutions. They have stopped providing solutions to the problem faced by humanity. And they have retreated to Oriental ease and repose. Unfortunately, but this is very true. Unfortunate, but very true. And this is not the job of army. The job of schools, college, university, bureaucracy, media, masjid, madrasa, politician, lawyer, and judiciary. Unfortunately, they are not doing their job well. So, now you know what I mean by defending the theoretical borders of a community. This was the step 1. Now step 2. Defending the geographical borders of a community. This is clearly the job of army. Yes, I admit, this is clearly the job of army. But you must admit that it is this step 2, depends on step 1. Let me quote an example from the life of our Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, before reverting to step 2 in Badr, Medina, worked for at least 13 years on step 1 in Mecca. And this is a historical fact very well known to entire humanity around the world. Our Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, before reverting to step 2 in Badr, before taking arms in Badr, worked peacefully for at least 13 years on step 1 in Mecca. The polytheists of Arabia were theoretically and psychologically, already defeated when they stepped on the Badr ground. The polytheists of Arabia were already theoretically and psychologically defeated when they stepped on the Badr ground against Muslims. The Battle of Badr only concludes a long process started years ago. Now, today, Muslims are not ready for this. Muslims, civilian Muslim particularly, they are not ready to go through this long process of research and developing products and developing new services to solve problems of humanity. They are not ready. What they want? They want to jump to conclusions. My friends in Pakistan are trying to jump to step 2 without taking pain of working on step 1. And everyone can verify that this is not scientific. I am against this jumping to conclusion phenomenon. That is why my emotional Pakistani friends are angry with me. I repeat, I am against this jumping to conclusion phenomenon. That is why my emotional Pakistani friends are angry with me. Now you are a bit more clear why friends are angry with me and strangers are angry with me. Friends are angry with me, even strangers are unhappy because I could never say poison is sugar. Let's move forward. At this stage, it would be more appropriate to propose a solution because it is not sufficient to identify the problem without proposing a solution. So, here I am proposing a solution to entire humanity and specifically Muslims. The solution is take control of your wealth in your hand. Take control of your wealth in your hand. Don't give your money to banking system to destroy you. Let me elaborate. How one should take control of his wealth in his own hand. How government should take control in its own hand. For this, we propose that the world should consider the financial system of Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah. Imam Abu Hanifa is a known Imam, is a religious scholar of Islamic jurisprudence. He is a known scholar and the founding father of Hanafi jurisprudence in Islam. Let me address the government. Okay, government, take control of your money in your hand. Money is too serious business. It is not wise to allow control of money to someone working for profit and who is not answerable to general public. So I repeat, take control of your money in your hands. Government should be the first owner of money or credit created just now. Why government should be the first owner of money or credit created just now? This is because government is working on our behalf. If government erects school with this money, it erects a hospital with this money, it constructs motorways with this money, these schools, this hospital, motorway will belong to all of us. That is why government should be the first owner of money or credit created just now. On the other hand, banks are working for their own profits. So they shouldn't be the first owner of money or credit created just now, because it will become counterfeiting. This immediately means a sharp reduction in government interest expenses. And when government expenses it decreases, what it means? It ultimately means a huge discount to masses, to every one of us, to all citizens in taxes. So, when government becomes the first owner of money or credit created just now, it simply stops. So, the need for government to take loan on interest from other institution, this need ceases to exist. And ultimately, government expenses, interest expenses becomes zero. And today, the interest expense in Pakistan, for example, the yearly interest expense is much more the amount we spend on army for our defense purposes. So you can consider how much huge these expenses are. And when these expenses become zero, what it means? It means a huge discount to masses in form of taxes, huge reduction in taxes. No one should be allowed to counterfeit the legal tender. Stop recognizing the prevailing banking system, including a so-called Islamic counterpart. Please stop recognizing the prevailing banking system, the conventional banking system. Please stop recognize the prevailing banking system, including a so-called Islamic counterpart. Why? Because they are not based on interest-free loans. The prevailing banking system, the conventional banking system, is based on interest-based loans. So our true alternate will be a banking system based on interest-free loans. And one such idea is the financial system of Imam Abu Hanifa, an idea developed by an Islamic scholar, an idea practiced for 20 years in Kufa near Baghdad. And Islamic scholars are well aware of this fact. So we request government to develop its own banking system. From own banking system, we mean at least 51% public-owned banking system. So we request government to develop your own banking system based on financial ideas of Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah. This system is based on 100% interest-free loans plus business and is highly profitable. This idea of Imam Abu Hanifa is what we call in management synergy. It synergetically used the interest-free loans and business. And it is proved fact from the life of Imam Abu Hanifa that it is highly profitable. Allow no one to earn interest on loan extended to other. It is un-Islamic. So allowed no one to earn interest on loan extended to other. General public can either keep their money. What are the options then with general public? Two options. Number one, general public can either keep their money safe at 0% interest in current accounts in a government-owned bank. This was option number one. Or option number two, they can earn profit by investing. And investing may be any investing. For example, starting your own business or purchasing shares in another person's business. For example, purchasing share of any business or purchasing share of a government-owned banking system. If you think that this banking system is making money and you want to take share of it, okay, government owns only 51% of it. The rest is available to general public and they can purchase shares of this banking system. And ultimately, they can share they can take their share in profit or loss at the year end. The beauty of the idea is that at small scale, pre-testing is possible at village or mohalla level, at town level, on community currency basis. So, this is a very powerful idea, and at small scale, pre-testing is possible. We are not asking government to change the entire system immediately. We are ready to pre-test this idea at a small village. Now, maybe a village of 50 to 100 home would be sufficient for this purpose. All this clearly means more business, because when banks pays 0% interest and you want to earn, what option do you have? You have to invest. And when you invest, it means more business. And more business means more jobs. For general public, it means more jobs. It means more employment. And it means more income. And when more employment and more income is there, it means more taxpayers and more loyal customers, more loyal citizens. And these loyal citizens will be ready to back army in its effort against evil forces. So, these are some solutions we can offer to to humanity all around the world. These are some solutions, and anyone can check that these solutions are democratic, and they provide a level playing field for everyone. So, we are ready to help humanity to generate more business, more jobs, more employment, more income, more taxpayers, and more loyal citizens. Are you ready to go with us? We leave this answer to humanity. Thank you very much. Recording of this lecture would online be provided to everyone on my YouTube channel, and a link to the same will be shared with you through Facebook and with my friends through Facebook and of course other social media outlets. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.